So here to talk about our shift to technology in greater detail is Global Labs Director from FaithTech, Kevin Burgess. Welcome, Kevin. Thank you so much for being here today.
It's great to be with you, Bill.
Yeah. Well, why don't you tell us a little bit about your role with FaithTech and the mission of FaithTech?
Absolutely. Well, the best way to describe this, Bill, is probably to reverse the question a little bit and tell you the mission of FaithTech and then how I fit into that.
Love it.
We do three things essentially at FaithTech. We look to find every person in the tech industry who loves Jesus. And once we found them, we look to bring them into community together. We find that there's so many Christians who are working in tech who have a feeling of disconnection. They're not able to express their tech gifts in a meaningful way, often in their faith community, and we want to provide a community that stands in that gap for them. The third thing that we do once we get them into community is give them opportunities to steward those great skills, talents, types of creativity toward God's kingdom and to bringing the gospel into people's lives. And that's where I come in. As the Global Labs Director, we bring together opportunities for people to get involved with projects that solve big real-world problems in the name of Jesus. And it's been so much fun doing that. Just imagine, if you will, a group of 45 people across Canada and North America coming together. On week one, they hear 6 problems from different ministries who are facing issues with the communities they serve. By week 4, they've all built technological prototypes that go some way to solving those problems. I get to be a part of that, and I get to help make these things happen. And it's absolutely amazing to see how God works and establishes new things through this great gift he's given us called technology.
Wow, I love that, because I do think that there are a lot of people who kind of see technology as a negative, maybe even followers of Jesus. And what I love is the ability to leverage something that really is amoral, it has no morality, but to insert morality into it and use it for good. So I want to ask you, how do you see technology changing the way people are experiencing life, both maybe for the good and even for the bad?
Yeah, I mean, I'd love to just quickly talk about 2 concepts here. There's this concept of connection. And technology has enabled us to be connected in ways that we never could have dreamt of, even 15, 20 years ago. And you mentioned yourself at the beginning, how it's revolutionized the church in the last 18 months, particularly with the issues around COVID. Never has there been more churches live streaming and speaking the gospel through the internet into different households and onto different computer screens throughout the world. And that has been a great thing. The problem is that with every connection to great things like the gospel, there is the opportunity to be connected with less desirable things. And we can see that happening through people being connected through algorithms to different types of misinformation or different types of extremism or even online addictions of different sorts. And a lot of the projects that we get involved with seek to redeem these types of connection and bring them back into the fold where they can be leveraged for Jesus. For example, we put up a suicide prevention website. And if you imagine the same algorithm on Google searches that when people are searching for ways to kill themselves can show them a website which gives them exactly what they need to do that, which is a dark and awful thing to happen. We leverage that technology to present a website to them that gives them hope, help, and then healing for those things which are attacking their lives and bringing them to this place where they would make such a devastating decision. So we even see the opportunity to redeem those less desirable ends of technology and turn them to forces for good in line with how Jesus does in each of our lives when we give him the opportunity to do that.
That is so hope-filled. I love that too. And so I think for maybe our viewers, as followers of Jesus, how can we embrace and use technology actually to share our own faith? Like, I love this idea of connection, but how do we use those connections in meaningful ways so that others can experience Jesus?
Yeah, well, the great thing is God is present in technology. And when we allow God to be present in technology, he can leverage those same things in us that he does when we're talking to someone face to face. So we can be salt and light on different platforms. We can be salt and light in the way we use technology in our own lives, how we operate with technology within our household, what we use it for, how often we use it, how much we use it, and the different types that we use as well. And I think providing an example to the world of this redemptive use of technology to give something back, to release people from things that are attacking or bringing their lives down, is the best example that we as Christians can bring. And this group of people in FaithTech, this community of people, are passionate to do that by using their skills in technology to get the gospel out there, to reach marginalized communities, and to help the local church. And even as a group, FaithTech ourselves, we are trying to position ourselves to serve the church, to serve ministries, and to serve mission organizations, and help them find ways of being innovative in a way that can share the gospel, in ways we've never done before. So there are some really exciting ways that we as Christians can use, leverage, and operate within the realm of technology.
I love that phrase, redemptive use of technology, that just like any tool, it can be used for good and for evil. Well, thank you so much for sharing this really valuable information, insight with us today. Thank you for the work that you're doing. Keep up the great work, and thanks for being here today with us.
It's a pleasure. Thanks, Bill.